You're still watching Prime Morning. It's time for us to delve into what the newspapers have for us. Time for News Flash, and it's proudly brought to you by Franco Trading Enterprise. Don't you just love Franco Trading Enterprise? Now, if you're looking for the right gadget, look no further, because Franco Trading Enterprise has got you covered. I'm talking about mobile phones. What kind of brand are you looking for? Is it Nokia? Is it iPhone? Is it Samsung? They have all of that. Is it television sets that you're looking for, or tabletop fridges, or even air conditioners, or CCTV cameras? Well, we have all of that and many more. Just visit our shop or download the app on your phone, which is Franco Trading app. Go to Google Play Store and download the app on your phone simply. Like that. Not just that, you can visit our website as well, and we will definitely serve you with all the information that you need. www.francotradingenterprise.com. If you want our number, don't pick it on Google, but rather just as you're watching television right now, look on the screen. The number is there. Write it down or put it in your phone and save it at Franco Trading Enterprise and contact us. We like it like that. All right, Franco Trading Enterprise, still full Papa Perfy. Let me give you the number. The number is 024-642-2338, 024-642-2338, or 055-593-9311. It's 055-593-9311. Just contact us on any of these numbers and definitely we'll be at your doorstep. My guest is here. I have my very first guest here, Honorable Timothy Awanterem Atabwade. Good morning, Honorable.
Good morning, Grizzland.
Honorable representing the NDC, and Honorable has a lot to say, especially with regards to Dooma, because he's just telling me that his light is out. Honorable, is it still out as of this morning?
Yes, as at this morning, when I left the house, it was still on. But
it was on or off?
It was on.
Okay.
Yes. I believe by now it has been put off again, because yesterday the lights went off around 6 o'clock in the morning. And I went out and came around 6 and they were still off. So they came barely 7 o'clock. And then in the night, it went off again and came at dawn. So I know that this morning is going to... It has been a routine. And normally where I stay, if the lights are going on, it means that the problem is critical. I stay at Community 14, that is Sakumono area.
Okay.
And water and lights there are okay, the flow and the stability is fine. So when we begin to experience what other people are experiencing, it means it's very serious. Even as I talk to you, for some time we've not had water. But we've been having, that area we've been having 24 water flow. So if all these utilities are beginning to be in short supply, it means a lot. It means the problem is becoming cancerous. And we need to fix it and be honest to the people of this country. We have to be brutally honest, so that people can gather their lives and then see what they can do. Especially people are going under excruciating pain of the economic challenges. The story need not to be retold again. People feel it. He who feels it knows it. So there's no need playing propaganda with the lives of the people. There's no need trying to say that it is not Dooma, it's a technical problem. People can decipher what is Dooma and what is a technical problem. Even those in the chain, PURC, Greco, and so on, they've accepted, but who are they to come out and say, when the president and all his apologists keep saying that it is not light off? Whom are you deceiving?
Well,
you know the interesting thing?
What?
You know, some few, it's replete, and all of you, we've done this debate. You know, when the MPP took over, they told us that they solved Dooma. Is that not it?
yes.
So if they solved Dooma, it came, but why are they not solving it?
Oh, they are trying to solve it. It will be solved.
No, do you get the irony of it?
We've been told that will be solved.
No, do you get the irony? They solved Dooma. Dooma has come back. Solve it now for us. You can solve it. But you remember we're battling ourselves. We said we handed over a lightened country to them. Their lives were on, and they told us, no, it was money issue. It wasn't a generational problem. I've raised some three issues. It wasn't it was that we had no money. And the kids were eating the money to the bone. Is that not what? But we handed over a resilient energy sector plus a revenue stream, which is ESLA for you. In fact, this is the time we needed ESLA most. We can't find it. It's vanished.
It shall be solved very, very soon. Anyway, and I don't know if you are also going through Dooma. So some areas are saying that they are favored and they are not going through it. But if you are, please let's hear your voice this morning. Send your message to us. Let's know the area that you live and how your doomsday pattern is, and if you need a timetable or yours goes beyond timetable. Let's start off with the Ghanaian Times newspaper, which is our very first newspaper, the Ghanaian Times newspaper. World Bank / IMF spring meetings in Washington, D.C. Ghana's economy gains momentum towards stability. This is coming from the finance minister. VIP outlines education policy proposal to CHAS. Man 50 impregnates 14-year-old JHS students. Victim sacked from school. Why is the victim sacked from school? I thought there was a policy that children who are pregnant are supposed to be in school. And I know that with regards to this, definitely the head teacher and the leaders in that school will definitely have to account for it as well. Let's do the Daily Guide newspaper. Former PPA CEO pleads not guilty to fresh charges. Ajeni Boateng, former PPA boss, so he's pled not guilty. North records high free SHS enrollment, Education Minister says so. CETA gives government May 31st to implement NLC awards. Financing electricity, water extension, consumers can claim a refund, says PURC. Really? And we didn't know? So consumers can claim refund. No, I'm very interested in this one. We'll definitely, I don't know, I'm very interested in it. Yeah. Daily Guide newspaper. No, let me do the Daily Guide last. The New Finder newspaper, Dr. Malmia outlines education policy proposal to CHAS. Walk the talk on tax reforms. Harry Yamson says so. International buyers not paying $10,000 for cocoa, says Asanvo. And city to bounce back to 12.25 by end of year. Fish solution. I don't understand because I'm seeing a dollar sign here. Well, I don't understand what's going on. City to bounce back. There's no proper explanation to it. All I see is to $12.25 by end of year. Okay. Daily Guide newspaper is our final newspaper. 2 nabbed over U.S. national murder, and yesterday we were talking about this. These are fools. Pardon my word, but they are fools. We continue. Baumia shares education vision with CHAS. Ex-PPA boss discharged, rearranged, and Interpol arrest warrant for jailed ex-Maslock boss. 6,000 abandoned Alan's movement. So there's going to be a presser today for us to know who and who have left Alan's camp, the movement for change. But 6,000, okay, so it was yesterday, it happened yesterday, but 6,000. Hey, I didn't know Alan had so many people like that too. 6,000 have left. Well, this is actually PR gimmicks because, hey, 6,000. Okay. Let me do entertainment story. Let me mind my business. Ghana Beauty Awards opens nominations. TV3's Perfect Match Extra Season 2 kicks off. And before my surgery, I couldn't remember people. This coming from Zach OG. Oh, TV3's Perfect Storm. Okay. Before my surgery, I couldn't remember people. This is coming from Zach OG. Let's see what we have here. Some sport. GFA offers free coaching courses for 900 coaches. Dreams FC gets standing ovation after Zamalek heroics, and Ten Hag has more support than me. That'll be all for the newspapers, and we are delving into our topics for this morning. Maybe we should start off with a Doomsday conversation, and then we go into other conversations as well. Honorable Timothy Awonterim was just telling us how he's been, he has to deal with Doomsday. So there's actually something I chanced on social media with regards to the Doomsday. Now, this is what this person said, and it's with regards to the schedule. His name is Chairman Essien. He says, definition of schedule. The term schedule refers to a plan that outlines when certain events are supposed to take place. It can be a list or timetable that specifies times at which specific activities or tasks are intended to occur. Schedules are used in various contexts, including work, school, transportation, personal planning, and even lights out to help organize and manage time effectively. Schedule is not a crime. Thank you. So Ghanaians are asking for a schedule. But some people are even saying that their goes is the same for you? You think that there's going to be a solution to Doomso very soon? As of now, we are still waiting for ECG to say something. Let's not forget that in the past few weeks, ECG said the problem has been solved. And so if you are going to experience any form of power outage in your area, then it's localized fault and it has nothing to do with ECG. So should we pardon ECG at this point and just look for our local offices? But even the local office belongs to ECG. Well, let's hear your voice this morning. Honorable Timothy Awanterim, I know you've spoken a little bit about it, but I still want us to delve deeper into it. For you as NDC, you said you'd solve Doomso. And it looks like now you are taking a certain stance on, yes, we said we solved Doomso. You see, we solved Doomso. So when we solved Doomso, but MPP said they solved Doomso and they haven't solved Doomso. But even when you were leaving office, we still had power outage problems.
Yeah, once again, let me say good morning. Good morning to our viewers out there.
Before you continue, let me welcome Honorable IAP. Honorable, good morning.
Good morning, Maliki. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. You were trending in the course of the week over your statement.
Yeah, so
yes.
I was in my village enjoying some boom and coconut, cocoyam fufu, fufu palm mixed with cocoyam and cassava. So I was not listening to the social media.
But you said something about Doomso, right? You said
yes. You're talking about yes on the. I was trying to define Doomso.
You said it's not as big as we make it seem.
I didn't say that.
What did you say?
I said Doomso is not back. It was answering I was giving to a question asked by the host, and I said Doomso is not back, and he was asking, then what are we experiencing? And I say yes, this is power outages. Not all power outages can be defined as Doomso. Then he asked, then what is Doomso? And I was trying to define what Doomso is. And per my definition, he got convinced that then indeed what we are experiencing now is not Doomso. But the question is, whether Doomso or no Doomso, these outages will be over very soon. If not, at the end of this, maybe next month, we are not going to experience this again. Okay. The issues, as you rightly put it, is being resolved. And I can see that being resolved, except that there are some few technical hinges here and there that is being taken care of.
Okay. Honorable.
Yes, good morning to Ayipe, who has been...
Thank you, my brother. Thank you.
In the village chopping fresh.
I like your African wares that you've been putting on. It's very beautiful.
Thank you.
You are indeed creating job for a corner somewhere.
Thank you.
You are copying from me.
But I've copied better than you. You see, the issue that we are going through now is self-inflicted. Ayipe just said that by next month or within the shortest time, Doomso it will be resolved at the time.
Doomso will be over.
What will be over?
I say this hinges. This.
You see where their problem is
over.
But power outages.
No. If I say there's no Doomso is not back, then you tell me.
You see where the problem is.
I said the Doomso.
Rosamond, today you've seen the problem.
You are contradicting me.
So it's not Doom. Let me ask Honorable something. Yeah. So it's not Doomso.
What, per the definition of Doomso, what we are experiencing now cannot be described as Doomso.
What is Doomso?
Oh, but I have defined. You said I've been trending. I think you have listened to the.
Yes, but my viewers are different. My viewers are different. So I'm asking on behalf of my viewers. So what is Doomso?
Doomso is being defined.
Doomso goes to what? It's not a different. In Tree, what is Doomso?
We are not doing cheap program.
Okay, you let him explain what is Doomso.
When what the installed capacity that we have is less than the demand, the power demand, the peak demand, which result into a power shortage or deficit. It's what is defined as Doomso. Because when that happens, it means anytime we get our peak, we cannot get enough power to supply to the customers of ECG. and Northern Electricity Company Limited. what we have at installed capacity is about 5,600 megawatts installed capacity. Then we have something that we call available capacity. Today, if you check, available capacity is around 3,200. And our peak demand is 3,600. So the shortage we have is not as a result that we don't have installed capacity. It is as a result of we not being able to, or say we have some of the generators or turbines under maintenance. Some turbines are faulty that are being working on. Some turbines are being transported. For instance, the Ameri plant was being transported or transferred from Accra to Kumasi. And it had to be dismantled before the transportation could be done. So look at 150 megawatts at that period of transfer was not working. Today, those in Kumasi will attest to the fact that when the transfer is completed, or now the transfer has been completed, we have 150 megawatts given to the middle belt, particularly Kumasi. So it was this, and in addition, ECG is telling that they are having some challenges with transformers, and they are injecting about 630 transformers into the system. This injection of transformers also results in some power outages.
So it means the light goes off. That's a power outage.
That is when you define Dooma.
No, you haven't answered. I said the light goes off. That's the power outage.
Yes.
So our light goes off.
Yes.
Okay. And with the lights going off.
Exactly.
In Tree, it's called Doom.
That is where we are making mistake.
Okay.
That's why, you see, when light goes off and come, per the definition of Dooma, that even Oxford Dictionary accepted and put into their dictionary during the time of the NDC. It's not what we are experiencing now.
Okay.
You see, at that time, our installed capacity is less than our demand. So for 4 consecutive years, we were in loud outages. That is what's being defined as Dooma. Because as a matter of fact, we don't have enough capacity, even if we have money to buy all the fuel into this country, we still didn't have enough installed capacity to produce power. So that one constantly you can't do anything about it. The only thing you can do about it is to bring in more turbines or means of getting an installed capacity.
Okay.
Now we have 5,600. Our demand is close to about 4,000.
Okay.
If you subtract it, it means we have about 1,600 capacity that is not being used. But the problem we are facing now is that the capacity is about 5,600.
Okay.
What we are experiencing is the fact that the available capacity is not equal to our installed capacity. That is what we have been working on to make sure that if not anything at all, our available capacity will be equal to our demand.
All right. So this is what Doomso means, and I'm reading it. In Ghana, Doomso, I can't pronunciation, Doomso, off and on. This is not me saying. I'm reading.
Reading from where? Source?
The sources.
It's Wikipedia or something.
No, this is not Wikipedia. This is Basics International, so it's not even Ghana. So we continue. It says that it's a persistent. So if you are having persistent, irregular, and unpredictable electric power outage.
Yes, persistence, continuously persisted for 4 consecutive years.
Please.
So the operational word is persistent.
No, irregular.
It never gave number of years.
There.
No, it's not. I'm adding that, but
also for you,
listen,
4
what
years.
you are reading.
He said irregular. Why would you choose one of the adjectives?
But
You are using only one adjective.
We have here.
Read again. Read again. You see that
we have here irregular, and we have here unpredictable.
But where are you leaving the first operational word that
I said persistent.
Yes, this is one.
Irregular.
Yes.
And unpredictable.
Yes.
Are we not experiencing it?
We are experiencing the last 2. The first one, which is the key.
No, you don't
The
get
key.
it.
All right, let's continue.
But
All right, let me bring Honorable. Honorable was on the floor. All right.
You know, no matter our definitions of the issue, the people of Ghana want the light on.
That is why we are working on
Please,
that.
please.
Honorable, let him land
The
and then you can
people
come in.
of Ghana want their lights on. We handed over a light in Ghana to you. They didn't hand over Dumso. That is why the vice president said that even if Mahama fixed Dumso, why should he be commended because he created it? Look, this is 2015 State of Nation address by President John Dramani Mahama. Just paraphrase it. Mr. Speaker, as I present this State of Nation address, our nation is confronted with one of such hill, the challenge of providing adequate electricity to power industry, businesses, and for residential consumption. The effects and frustration posed by the power deficit are clearly felt in workplaces, in homes, in schools, in hospitals, and so on. The storage of food, blah, 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 blah. Businesses and industries are all suffering. Now, this is what he said. We have been here before in 1983, 1998, 2006, and 2007. We suffered a similar occurrences in the past. We have done has been to what? To manage the situation. I do not intend to manage the situation. I intend to fix it. 2015-11. When you come to the president's own address, this the current in 2017, he said that, I'm paraphrasing that too. Mr. Speaker, between 2012 and 2006, there was nothing more demoralizing than the phenomenon called Dumso. It was symptomatic of a dysfunctional system, and it caused widespread depression among businesses and households. After that experience, my government was determined that Dumso would not be inflicted upon Ghanaians and Ghana under an MPP government. And I'm glad to say, so far so good. We've managed Dumso. John Mama told us that we'll be managing Dumso. He will fix it. The current president said we've managed. And when you go further, it's very clear that they've been managing Dumso. And I quote, I don't know whether it was here or where, or with him on another platform. I said that if you check Gabi's words about Dumso, he said that they've managed to keep the what do you call it, the lights on. Why is it happening now? The president talked about the water, the cash water mechanism, and he even talked about the fact that they've negotiated with the power producers, and then they've reduced it from 1.6 billion to 1.2 billion, and then they've not agreed that they will pay the $43 billion like we all saw in the 68 billion that they collected at the end of January. What happened now? They defied the president's directives and so on. You see, it doesn't matter yet, and that's the problem. The problem is what this guy talked about this morning. They've taken the people of Ghana for granted, and they think that they are the best people who know English, who know local, who know the definition of everything, and yet they don't know anything. In fact, them people doesn't know anything. They were our classmates. We all sat in the same class.
So you are saying you don't know anything too?
You want to account to that, so you see, people know what it takes them, what they go through this cancerous issue of Dumso that was fixed and handed over to you. Dumso causes our presidency. You saw the demonstration, you saw the names they call Mahama, call him thief. Even the procurement of power generators caused problem. Ameri is number one. And we'll counter Ameri deal. He did that she showed leadership. He accepted the problem and said he will fix it. And indeed, he fixed it. He's talking about our current power that we have, the generated power, is over 5,000. Who sent it from the 2,600 to 5,000? It was purely John Dramani Mahama. And because there was legacy debt that was causing the smooth operation, he brought the ESLA, which we own, the energy sector levy, so that to take on legacy debt and clean the books. When you clean the book, then you have a clean slate. And they call it what? What do they call it? They call it nuisance tax. And that they vowed that when they come to remove it. They didn't only remove it, they extended it to 30 years, took over 30 billion from ESLA. We can't find it now.
Well, we can find it. It was just used for collateral, right? So if we can find
what
it.
We are saying, it was meant, tax handles
Yeah.
are meant for a purpose. You understand? You bring in the tax to resolve a matter. So you don't go to collateralize that money and use it for another one while the lacuna, the cancer is still there. You treat it.
Okay.
You understand? So where we are now is self-inflicted. Is the looting, the corruption, the chopping of the taxpayers' money nyafu within the energy sector as if there was no tomorrow. Look at the crisis of PDS. Must we regurgitate that? that you did this, you did the shares, you shared everything. They collected 1.5 billion. We cannot retrieve the money today. If that money were there today, do you know what it would have done to us? And you see, they have a problem. MPP has a problem.
What is it?
Their problem is that, you see, they are so disrespectful, and that disrespect to the people of this country has eaten into their blood. If not, you cannot sit here and say it's not Doomso.
Well,
You cannot sit here and say that when I told you in the beginning, he who feels it knows it. Businesses are going down. People are reducing workers because of the inconsistency. Even school children who have to study. Just 2 days ago, a woman was to be giving birth in Tamale Teaching Hospital. They needed blood. 2 of my brothers went there to give the blood. But because of the Doomso, they could not, that this is the one you give blood. I think there are a link that will show to the blood bank that I've given the blood.
Yeah.
So they can, I think there's that link. And they said, unless the lights are on, the link cannot work. So I had to talk to the nurse and told them that they should go and then explain that once the blood is there, even if the link is not, it's an emergency. The woman was to give birth.
Yeah.
She could not give birth and so on. They needed to do surgery and so on. We had to talk back and forth, and they said that they have to go and explain to the doctors to allow them to use it. People are losing their lives and so on. There's so much pain. People are simply asking for one thing, Rosalie. Give us timetable to man. People are not even requesting.
The timetable.
People are not even requesting.
The fixing of the
No,
Doomso.
that is they have to fix it. They brought us to this.
Okay.
It is so painful that in an energy sector that it took so much. It cost someone's job. It cost someone all his integrity to fix it for the people of this country. You come and you mismanage it from the word go up to today, and you come and look, there's something that I want to
Honorable
Ayepe
says they are going to fix it in the next 1 month.
You know Kojo Poku? Is it?
I know Kojo Poku.
Kojo Poku in Safwa is the chairman of the Baumia Manifesto Committee for Energy. He said that the issue of Zunta will be a thing of the past last month. He was asked on TV3, and he said, you see, he said it because that was the information that was given. You remember at the time he was saying, he had told us that they were meeting at Pidias Lodge, and the president had gathered all those who mattered there, and he can assure the people of this country that it's going to end last month. It hasn't ended. So it's not about that. The players, the technical people and it, you've seen the PRC letter to them. You've seen the banter between them. Why is the banter? The banter is on because ECG said they won't give us timetable. ECG will not give us timetable because the government has not given them the chance. The government has told them to manage it. They don't want to have a time. When they bring the timetable, and this is not. You see, you are not fighting NDC. You are fighting the people of this country.
Anyway,
would say that now they've brought the Doomso timetable. We've gotten there. It's not about getting us. We are all in the business though.
But Honorable, we know that with regards to that, as you say this, in the year 2000 and what was Kufuor's era? 2000.
Kufuor's era was 2000 to 2008.
Good. Now, from I think the year 2007 to 2007, thereabout, we had a timetable.
Yeah.
And so we can't say that they don't want to provide us timetable because they'll say Doomso is back. Because Kufuor provided us with timetable.
You heard the Minister for Energy.
Let me bring Honorable Ayepe in.
No, just before you heard the Energy Minister. He said you are calling it Doomso. It's not Doomso, whosoever one. And then they can prepare their own. I'm the one who said that is a whole Energy Minister who wants to be a running mate.
Honorable.
Talking to the people with so much disrespect.
Him the whole day. I've decided not to talk. You should be talking alone.
Please.
Whatever, you can talk million times, you cannot convince Ghanaians. If indeed...
I don't need to convince them.
Exactly. You're listening. We are people who are looking at us.
No, but I don't need to convince. Do I need to convince Ghanaians?
Honorable, I want him. Let me...
So, the point is, if you talk and talk and talk, you tend to contradict yourself. When the word management and fix, we manage to fix. So if President Kufuor said, I'm going to manage Doomso, how do you manage this? If you fix it and the lights are on, I'll fix it. That's how it is being managed.
Now Kufuor asked me
what is the responsibility of a manager?
You didn't hear that?
Yeah, in this organization. He is to fix the company and make sure that viewers can tune on their television and get Joy Prime.
It's not true.
That is exactly, whatever management I do, if at the end of
the day,
I switch on my TV on and I don't see Joy Prime, the manager, he hasn't done it.
No, that's not the definition
So whether former President Mahama said, I'm going to fix it, I'm not only going to manage it. And the Kufuor said, I'm going to manage it. You fix to manage.
But at the end
or
of
you
the
manage
day,
to fix it.
At the
end of the bottom line is that you should have the light on.
But
and that is exactly what we are working on. So we have made passionate appeal to Ghanaians to still have the trust and the confidence in the Kufuor-led government that we've kept the light on for the past 7 years. What has been happening is just some outages that we are working on and want to assure them by the end of next month, these things will not see it again. So Ghanaians should feel be comfortable with the situation. We are just an appeal to them that they should be comfortable with it. They should. It's difficult. We are Grammy.
They should be comfortable with the Doomso.
No, it may be choice of word. We should try to cope with the situation as we are trying to resolve it. Everybody who will be truthful will tell you that the outages that we used to see 2 months ago is not the same that we are seeing today. It's being improved.
Oh, it's getting worse.
It's getting better.
No, it's getting worse.
Ever since, don't forget that we have added the Ameri 150 megawatt that was not in operation because of transferring it from Takoradi to Kumasi. Is now in Kumasi. So 150 megawatts is in Kumasi now.
Okay.
So the 150 megawatt that we have to transfer from the national grid to Kumasi is now something that could be added to other regions to improve the situation. As we speak, the Twin City Power Project is giving us 200 megawatts. It is completed very soon. And I'm saying soon because what is being left is that the project is completed. We have to just link it into the national grid. And that is going to give us 200.
So when is that going to happen? The linkage of
I don't want to give a timetable because VRA hasn't given us the timetable yet. But what they have told us that they are done with what they are supposed to do. And then Bui is giving us solar panels, which is renewable energy. It's also giving about 50 megawatts, making it 250 megawatts, in addition to the Ameri 150 that is in operation now. So you can see that the shortfall that we have as a resource, not as a result of inavailability of installed capacity, but as a result of not having enough available capacity, is being working on. And very soon, our available capacity is going to be equal to our peak demand. We should also not forget the fact that we're also exporting.
Yeah.
We're also exporting.
The issue here is, as Ghanaians are, watching right now, they like the fact that we have been told on several occasions that this problem is going to be fixed.
Yes.
We heard from the energy minister, very soon it's going to be fixed. We don't have Doomso. If you want to build your own timetable, if you want a timetable, build it yourself. We've had several, people in authority speak that things are going to get better. And it just keeps getting worse. Lives are being lost. We know that companies are running at a loss because of this doom. So it's just a reality on the ground, though. It's a reality on the ground.
Yes, that is what...
And so people would appreciate if you'll be able to say that this is the timetable, or if you won't give us a timetable, this is the time that this power problem or power crisis will be solved. So in the next 1 month, everything will be a thing of the past.
I don't understand why you are so interested in the timetable. Why we are telling you that, looking at the period in which this thing is going to end.
You don't understand why Ghanaians are interested in the timetable?
I haven't mentioned Ghanaians. You kept...
I speak on behalf of Ghanaians, Honorable Aide.
So why we are saying that
So I'm interested because on behalf of every Ghanaian out there,
the situation
they ask for a
is going to
timetable.
end very soon.
How soon, Honorable?
I've mentioned several. That by the end of next month, this situation is going to be over. So there's no need to come out with a timetable. So Ghanaians should bear with us. Very soon, these things will be.
So we are looking at the end of May. The end of May. Doomsday should end.
I don't want to be pushed to set timetable. That's why I say because it could be the end of this month. Looking at the 200 megawatts from the Twin City Power Project, looking at the 50 megawatts from Bui Solar Projects, I'm making it 250, and the 150 that is already in the system. very soon, and the word is very soon, it should be over. My colleague made mention of we being classmates, and I reject that attack. We are not your classmates. Ghanaians know that we are better managers of the economy than the NDC. Ghanaians know that when we come to power, this Fourth Republic
you are in power.
Anytime we come to power.
Honorable, you are in power.
I'm not saying we are not in power. I say we are not in
So
power.
when you come to power, and I'm saying you are
what I'm saying is that Ghanaians are aware that this Fourth Republican era, anytime NPP comes to power, the economy performs better, far, far better than the NDC. And I want to say it, that Ghanaians should bear with us. Yes, the economy was growing around 7% to GDP till COVID came in.
Ukraine.
He brought the economy back to 0.4% to GDP. And very soon we've been able to raise it to about 3.5% to GDP. When other countries were running in negatives, we were growing at 0.4%. You can say whatever you like about COVID. The fact remains that before COVID, we were growing at 7% to GDP. During COVID, we grew 0.4% to GDP. After COVID, we are growing 3.5% to GDP. So if you look at the graph, you could see clearly that indeed COVID brought us down, and we are climbing again. It doesn't lie on your mouth to either accept or reject it. The facts are there for Ghanaians to see.
Okay, Honorable.
So I am not this guy.
You're not Timothy Awanterim.
I'm not this guy as he described me.
Okay.
I am Ayepe, an honorable member who has been in Parliament for 12 consecutive years.
Right.
So I cannot be described as this guy.
Yes, you have to describe him as honorable.
I cannot be described as this guy. Wait, it is not your turn. I still have the floor. He should address me and address me properly.
Yes, please.
And Ghanaians, as we are appealing to them, he should acknowledge the fact that, yes,
but he too is honorable.
Yes,
so both of you should address yourselves
I can't
as such.
address him as this guy.
Okay.
I cannot.
So, gentlemen, we have two honorables here.
I can't describe
Honorable
this
Ayepe
guy.
and Honorable Awanterim.
And he should, I'm advising him as a junior brother and a junior colleague. He should be mindful of certain words that he used, especially when it comes in terms of describing the MPP and MPP government. Look, he said something, and I think his children, his family, and Ghanaians are listening to him. And he's been in Parliament, is it 12 years or 4 years?
You continue.
You see, when we go for loans, and especially when it is international loans, the loan agreement comes to Parliament. And when it comes to Parliament, certain details are normally spelled out. One will be the amount involved. The interest rate will be mentioned. The lender will be mentioned. The purpose of the loan, the purpose, what we are going to use the loan for, is also mentioned. So when I see NDC saying that we've borrowed and we haven't used the money for its intended purposes, I don't blame them. But not when the person is a member of Parliament or has been a member of Parliament, knows that the other paper comes with the loans agreement and what the loan is being used for. And when the loan agreement is referred to a committee sits and then come out with a report. Every member of Parliament is given a copy of the report. So the extra loan, when extra was using for collateral, the reason why the loan was taken was given. A committee, the document was referred to a committee of the Energy Committee and Finance Committee, of which they had members on the committee. They agreed that yes, indeed, we have legacy debts.
With the
that if you don't clear that debt, independent power producers are not going to give us power. So at the Finance Committee level, at the Energy Committee level, of which the NDC were having representatives at the meeting, agreed that if you don't go for this loan, Dooma will be back because the debt the NDC left behind was so huge that we need a loan to clear it. it was agreed that pay or take is giving this country 9 million Ghana cedis every month, $9 million debt every year. Sorry, every month. So we need to go for a loan using the extra as collateral to offset that debt and continue to pay the $9 million a month so that we'll continue to have power flow. I did not see any NDC member on his feet. I was in Parliament when this thing was done. I was in Parliament when Honorable Esther Owusu was giving commentary before the loan agreement was passed. She is the Minister for communication and a member of the committee. So today, if he comes to sit here and say that we have used extra for collateral, he knew that if that collateral was not used, that the fund was not used for collateral, we wouldn't have been able to offset the loan and get things done. So when they come on air, they should tell Ghanaians that I was there, I give my approval, I supported the loan agreement. We knew. And
you supported the collateral agreement.
You see,
But Honorable Aipe,
just before you come in here, you see, when you come on air, you have opportunity to go back and say that, look, Minister for Energy, Minister for Finance, you came to this house to say that you want to use extra for collateral. How much have you been able to pay the debts? Give us how much is left. Whether indeed the money was used to pay the debt as being described in the document that was brought in Parliament. If you fail to do all this, and then you come on air to say that we took the money, we did not use the money for intended purposes, then the Ghanaians should blame you. You sat and slept on your job.
But Honorable Aipe,
as a member of Parliament, as a member of the opposition
Honorable Aipe, your party is in power.
Exactly.
When you were in opposition, you actually, should I say, chastised the ESLA? You run it down. Then you come to power and you use this as a control.
Yes.
You could have touched anything else.
Yes.
But
We said ESLA was going to increase the fuel price. So we're against it. But
so
when we came...
You realized that it wasn't going to increase it? Is that what it was?
You see, when we came, it was either you scrap ESLA and then you allow the lights to go off because the debts they have left behind. And then the agreement they have signed, the power purchase agreement that they have signed, some are so bad so much that we have to pay $9 million a month on a power we are not using.
Okay, Honorable Aipe.
So the ESLA becomes necessary evil.
So
we cannot
a necessary evil that was used as a collateral.
Yes, because we couldn't have done away with it.
But if you use something as a collateral, it's not an evil thing then.
I'm not saying evil, it's a necessary evil.
So then the way you chastised it when you were in opposition is
not as bad as it was. I explained it to you. I said, yes, we did.
Yeah.
But when we came, there was debt. Okay. Independent power producers were not prepared to give us power because we owed them.
Okay, let me quickly
have left about $1.5 billion debt.
Let me talk about Franco Trading Enterprise and then you come in. Franco Trading Enterprise has got you covered. If you're looking for any gadgets of your choice, please go to Franco Trading Enterprise. It's the mobile phones you want, television sets, tabletop fridges, air conditioners. Just go to Franco Trading Enterprise. We even have CCTV cameras as well. You can actually contact us. And we will serve you. You can download the app on your phone, Franco Trading app on your phone. Just go to Google Play Store and download the app or visit our website, www.francotradingenterprise.com. Still, Franco Trading Enterprise, still for Papa PFA. Honorable Timothy Awantari.
You see, interesting. And that is the show of disrespect to the sensibilities of the people of this country, what he has just done.
What did he do?
First and foremost, you see, Honorable Aipe, if you're a lion, you don't need to tell people. If you enter town, you don't need to tell people you're a lion. They know you're a lion. You don't need to read your CV for people to know you're in Parliament for 12 years and you deserve a title called Honorable.
But you can't also describe this guy.
Okay, he's not happy with the word this guy.
He's a guy. He's not a guy.
But I'm not this guy.
So don't use the word this.
He's a guy.
I think that this is where he doesn't like.
Don't
he like, you can say...
body language.
No.
Body
he
language.
said it's the body language.
Even
okay.
the whole, His Excellency, the Excellency called us Sambalas and Tobias. the President of the Republic of Ghana called Ghanaians Sambalas and Tobias, and that the cathedral...
You can lie.
Please.
No, but that's true, though. It
At
was
the
said.
wrong side of
Oh,
the map.
allow me to show.
No, but that's not a lie. Honorable
Let
IP.
me.
What word
Honorable
I
IP.
beg you. I
the
beg
former
you.
president used on Ghana?
No,
Honorable
no.
IP. Honorable, you like...
I beg you.
Honorable, I want to
tell
tell
you
you. Honorable IP.
what the former president...
No, when I
Honorable
finish,
IP.
you write it down.
Honorable
Your
IP,
pen is
please.
nice. You write it down.
Yeah, Honorable IP.
You see, he's telling me that in Parliament, indeed, and it's true, in Parliament, the loans will come. Even when you go to take a personal loan from the bank will ask you, what is the purpose of the loan? You say, I want to buy a car, I want to build a house. But if you take that loan and then go and chop chinchanga, the bank is not worried because you will pay with the interest. So for him to come
Wrong. No, this scenario is wrong.
Oh.
Honorable, let him land.
No, we've been talking for all along and I kept quiet.
15 minutes, he didn't cut you.
You were interrogating
Yes, for
me.
you, yes.
Yeah,
So what
but
is
let me
it?
talk.
I'm expecting you to
Honorable,
tell him that we are not talking
anytime-
about personal loan. We are talking about state
Honorable,
loan,
you
of
move-
which members of parliament, including the opposition,
Honorable,
is
I'm
there
Honorable
to
Ayepe.
monitor and criticize the
Honorable
government
Ayepe.
if they don't
Yes.
use the loan
Honor-
properly.
That is it
Honorable
too.
Ayepe, let
And I'm
him
also
land,
saying
please.
that
Honorable, I want
even,
him, please
even personal loan, the bank would ask you what you want to use the money for. So whether international for the people of this country, you must adduce reasons
Right.
for which you are collateralizing state institutions. Sometimes they give you bank guarantee. Why did they say that this is sovereign guarantee? Sovereign in the name of the people. You don't collect sovereign guarantee to go and be drinking out there. You collect it to do something in the name of the people. You bring loans to Parliament with the purposes of using it for this. The reason for the establishment of ISLA was very clear. To clear legacy debt, of which we were not part. Like John Dramani Mahama mentioned, it happened in 1983, 19 that, but I will fix it. So we did not only procure the power badges, we also set aside a revenue handle to take on the legacy and to make it a clean slate. Is that not it? Why did Ajaku resign? Ajaku resigned because even with a Mary loan, you went and padded $800 million. That's one side. Secondly, as I talked to you this morning, as we are sitting here, he's sitting here, if indeed the ESLA had cleared those loans because we had left the legacy loan, how come that the independent power producer for the past 7 years old, they owe $1.5 billion? Past 7 years. How come that the document that they authored, I sent you a copy, I sent him to, the energy sector report that they wrote in 2018 is saying that what is dangerous to this economy is that we own the power of $12 billion. Now let me come. That is not true.
And
Ayepe, I beg
$1.5
you.
billion again.
No, that's a total energy. Oh, Ayepe, stop that. Please, stop
Honorable,
that.
make your point.
He's telling a lie. Blatant lie when he said that.
It's not
Please make your points. Please make your points.
When he said that the take-off pay was $9 million a month, $9 billion a month. You remember when the issue came up and then the finance minister came to Parliament and they asked him, how much is the take-off pay? Quite uncontroversial. It was less than $1 billion. Remember, it was 900. This one has been repeated by Samson Lada, by and Randy and all your energy players. It was less than $1 billion. Why are they so inconsistent? Why were you paying money that belongs to the people, $2 million for a sky train that never was, $14 billion for the Palugo dam, as PAC, the Parliamentary Accounts Committee recently as captured in the auditor's report? Every sector of Ghanaian taxpayers' money. My sister, you've used them for unproductive things. You've taken over 600 billion worth of loans. My sister, listen to me.
I'm listening.
411 billion worth of taxes. The first year when they came, you remember they came on $2.25 billion. The following year, $3 billion. The following year, $2 billion. $13 billion. You come and sit this morning and look in the camera and tell the Ghanaian people this cock and bull stories about you brought a loan. When you brought the loan, did you use it? As I talked to you this morning, listen to me carefully, my sister.
It is also your responsibility.
When you do that, it is when you were talking. No.
It is also your responsibility as a minority in
so we are taking you on.
to make sure that the loan that you approve has been used properly.
Yes.
If you don't do that, you don't come and sit on radio and say you borrow
allow
money
us
for
to talk. Allow us to talk. Let the people.
It's also your responsibility.
Honorable,
Yes, I don't have any problem.
Honorable, I've been sitting here and I have been championing the 12 million Ghana cedis that was given by President that certain potholes must be fixed. They haven't been fixed.
There's a lot.
And nobody's saying anything.
Look,
12 million Ghana cedis.
So you sit here and you allow him to say all this, and when it is my turn to talk, you enter and interrogate.
No.
He mentioned two figures, $1.5 billion.
Yes.
And then he mentioned $12 billion. I was expecting you, the moderator, for him to distinguish between the
He did. He did. Honorable.
I said, okay, let me distinguish it.
If you fail to moderate, I will assist you to moderate.
You won't assist me.
I will.
No,
I will.
That is not your job.
I will.
Your job is not to assist me to moderate. Your job is to be here at the panel. He is here to moderate, Honorable.
Your partiality in the
There's no partiality.
So if you are
I
not
will
moderating
question when I have a question.
No, then when it is my turn to talk, don't come in.
I do allow you to flow. I do allow you to flow.
I will not interject.
I do allow you to flow.
But when you don't, when you interject, and when you don't do it, I'll do it for you.
All right,
Please, go ahead and make your point.
I said that the 1.5 billion is what they owe the IPPs.
He
The
differentiated.
12 billion
Make
is the
point,
entire energy sector. It is written, you people wrote the document, Energy Sector Report Program. Oh, please allow me
Make
to
your
talk.
point.
I'm only giving you the
Honorable Timothy, make
As
your
we
point.
sit this morning, if they had invested in various sectors of the economy, we won't be where we are. My sister, as we talk to you this morning, do you know that the MPA, the expansion of the Tema port, gave us $200 million. They took $70 million, has been captured in the Auditor General report. For the Bonkra, nothing has gone there. As we sit this morning, I'm just giving you one. The investment we did in the Ghana gas, you are aware, $300 million each year. The Terminal 3, I can go on and on. What they've done is to take the money, steal the money, and start.
But as you say all these things, let's not forget that Doomsday was never solved under you.
No, it was solved.
How was it solved?
No, they themselves even said it, but I'm not even good. But
how was it solved? Because it was never solved under the NDC. The NDC says that they solved it, but left a huge debt.
Over and over, and the ECG, the power project, even on the parliamentary document has been captured. That we solved it. We handed over a lightened country to them.
So you solved Doomsday?
Yes. You know it. You know even the Vice President Bawumia. But when he was interviewed by Kwame Sefakai, he said that Mahama does not need credit for solving Doomso. That is the first.
So that statement makes it that you solved it.
Yes.
So then at this point, why don't you just give the NPP the solution so that because we are all going through it, right?
Yes, initially I was even telling you that, the issue of who solved it.
If you solved it,
no,
then just give us a solution.
I'm coming. We have handed over the state assets and liabilities to them. He said this morning that we cannot be their classmates because they are better managers of the economy. I like the way he was honest because we cannot be classmates to those who have run this economy into junk status. So I'm very happy he has distinguished the two people. We cannot be a classmate to people who took the city from 4 to 13 as we talked this morning. We cannot be a classmate to someone when we left, a gallon of petrol and diesel was 14. Now a liter I bought this morning is 40.
But Honorable, we cannot be classmates. We cannot be classmates.
We cannot be classmates when the debt to GDP as we said this morning is over 100%. We cannot be a class to people who people's pensions have been eroded away. 1.3 million people lost their investment, including a former chief of staff. We cannot be a classmate to people whose bad policies have pushed 850,000 people into poverty. We cannot be a classmate to people who 8.4 million people in this country cannot get one meal to eat a day. We cannot be a classmate to say.
Honorable, who is not eating one meal a day?
I didn't say, the Ghana Statistical Services? You've seen the report? That they cannot get that 8.4 million people. They have to go and chill. I didn't appoint him. The man himself came. He keep revising the figures. You even saw the reach of water. We extended electricity to over 80%. They extended
in
only
excess.
No, a coverage.
And there was in excess.
Coverage. Yeah.
That left debt.
Yes. That left what?
Debt.
Yes, the debt is debt. That's why we call it legacy debt. That's why we brought ESLA to clear it.
Okay.
They went and borrowed for the ESLA, use it to do different things we cannot. The energy sector, as we talked to you this morning, is blicked with $12 billion. I sent the document to him. I'm very surprised. He hasn't read the document. He comes here to make misrepresentations and so on. If you don't have access, that is your own document that was presented to Parliament. And that is it. 12 billion that we owe this morning. And ESLA alone gave them over 30 billion. So where did they use to clear the legacy debt that they came and they took over?
Right.
So for me, we cannot be a classmate to people who have failed. They didn't even get F. They get double F.
Okay, we have
so
some
I'm
messages.
happy that you said we cannot
let
be
me see if we have some messages coming in very soon. Honorable Aipe, you want to say something?
Yeah, quickly. You see, when you look at the one side of the coin and you start to lament, I look at it and say, does he know what? You see, when we're talking about, you went in for Ameri, and we were criticizing the purchase of Ameri because General Motors was selling Ameri to you. As a state, as a country, we could have gone to General Motors and said that we want a plant that can give us 250 megawatts. Rather, we went to Ameri, a company that does not even exist. If you go Google Ameri, you don't see it anywhere. And then instead of $350 million, you went through Ameri. Ameri purchased the plant for you at $540-something million, and you pocketed. I don't know whether that money went to you as NDC or it went to Ameri, the company that cannot be found now. $150 million.
It's not true.
100. A difference of 100. If you subtract the cost of the plant from General Motors, and you subtract from the cost that Ameri sold it to us, there's $150 million that cannot be found. Whether that money went to Ameri or it went to the NDC today. You see, if we are talking about energy and how we can resolve the issue for Ghanaians to have power, allow us. Yes, as we said, you have handed over the management of the country and its liability and the word liability are aligned to us. So we are managing it. We accepted the liability in good faith and we are working on that. Because if you can take 70 million Ghana cedis as an NDC, as a party, that there's a fire disaster in Kantamanto, and you are going to share 70 million Ghana cedis to Kantamanto people, and you squander the money. You come and we don't feel ashamed today. Then this is not ashamed, but they come and sit on a big platform like Joy Prime. Then you speak, you lie like this. Kantamanto people are waiting for you. They say they want that 70 million. If that 70 million
but that's why
is there,
you've jailed her, right?
yes.
Yeah,
The
so
fact that it doesn't end it. Listen to the judgment. You have to refund the money with interest.
Go after
After NDC, under the supervision, under the review, under the care, under the supervision of your former President Mahama. Former President Mahama. You see, the bastards are the presidents. If Tisserapa in court, later, court found out that, yes, he stole the money from government.
We'll go to president for the money.
The president
will pay.
Is partly blamed because the person is or was a president appointee.
Okay.
So whatever it is, it was under the watch of the former president that all this happened. And he cannot run away from it. The NDC cannot run away from it. The people of Kantamanto are waiting for you in 7th January 2024. That they are going to vote for you. How can you use fire victims, the lives of fire victims, to steal 70 million?
Okay.
It is wickedness.
So honorable.
Today, we found ourselves in this situation, and you are bold enough to come on national radio or TV to say this.
Honorable.
Rosalind,
let me read some. Let me read some comments. Else, I won't get time to read my comment, please. Franco Trading Enterprise has still got you covered, and so you can go to Franco Trading for all your gadgets. Honorable, I'll come back to you. Don't worry. Let's go to Franco Trading Enterprise and get all our gadgets. Is it television set you're looking for, mobile phones, tabletop fridges, or it's even CCTV cameras that you want? Just go to Franco Trading Enterprise and they will definitely serve you. Not just that, you can download the app on your phone, Franco Trading app on your phone. Go to Google Play Store and download the app, or visit our website, www.francotradingenterprise. Franco Trading Enterprise, still phone Papa Perfie. You can contact us on 024-642-2338, 024-642-2338. 2338 or 055-593-9311. Let me read some comments that are coming in, and let me read some comments. Yes, I think I have some comments coming in. Okay, this one said, this man called Samuel Aipe is embarrassing himself. It is not his problem that he is saying the erratic power. Erratic power situation has not been persistent for a long time because he can afford a generator. He doesn't know that some of us have had our office closed down from last week Monday to Friday because the light has been off every day. I slept in darkness for the past 3 days, sometimes until around 1 or 2 a.m. before the light comes. Respect is a bait. Gary Morrison says, good morning, Rosalind and your panelists. Please, Honorable Aipe is a historian. He's using so many words to explain nothing. What has the definition got to do with fixing the issue? Doom is when lights are off and SAW is when the lights are on. Whether Doom SAW or Doom SAW Pro Max, fix it, Ghanaian. Fix it. Greetings, Honorable Timothy. Okay. So, Honorable Aipe says they are fixing it. I have some more messages. I have some more messages. Let me quickly.
I said it the other day on the other platform that I also sleep.
Good morning, Rosalind. In fact, I don't even know how to read this one because sometimes the words here. Good morning, Rosalind. In fact, I become so ashamed seeing grown-up men defend things, trying to destroy his reputation. I can't read this, so I'm sorry. I'm struggling to read it. So the Doomsday situation is actually worse. It's persistent and unpredictable. In my area, the Doomsday is more than serious here. The lights goes off at 1 p.m. to 8 p.m. continuous. Nowadays, we don't have lights at night. Just yesterday, we had no lights for 12 hours. Imagine this heat without light. This Doomsday situation is very bad. Greetings, Joy Prime. Kindly ask the NDC man if Doomsday has been solved and which party solved it. I remember the MPP said it was a monetary issue when NDC was in power. Now I believe that the problem is still monetary, so let the NDC man understand that. NDC can never say anything, say they solved Doomsday. He was also talking about ESLA. Kindly let him tell us how much was the money. Nana Aguna Swedro. I need to turn this screen because I'm struggling to read. Okay. Good morning, madam. I'm Idrisu from Yendi. In fact, this Doomsday in our situation is very terrible. Are we asking much? Okay, no, just a timetable. Madam, this clueless administration must respect the good people in this country enough of the incompetence and arrogance. Good morning, my sister Rosalind. My light went off yesterday at 6 p.m. and came at midnight. Greetings to St. John Dramani Mahama. Now I know he's a generational thinker, visionary leader. Ghanaians have tried Nana Kufuor and Dr. Zakaria 4 verse 1 Baumea, and they have failed Poto. Mahama is coming like a Kai with a 24-hour economy to save Ghanaians from slavery. The Nadado and Baumea have brought their credibility down to zero, and I thank God Ghanaians have tasted their leadership. Solomon Zenu, Martin Luther. This coming from Correct Score Zakaria, and he says, 6 a.m. Ghanaians, I don't understand what he wrote here, but Ghanaians took to their tombs through their hearts, voted for Mahama because of honesty, credibility, and forward-looking mindset. Doomsday was a menace, and Mahama solved it. Generational, America power, and financially, ESLA fund money was left to clear debt. Free SHS, according to Get Fund projects, from 2014 to 2016, 59 e-blocks completed to support free SHS concept, of which Nana Baumea never built a classroom nor school in 2017. Name Baumea were in a hurry, nominating 126 ministers in 2017. So where did they solve Doomsday or build schools, classrooms? Lies is a bad syndrome. Nana and Baumea are failures. Vote John Dramani Mahama come 2024 to implement 24-hour economy. What is Honorable Samuel saying? In both cases, there is a shortfall in production resulting to demand in supply. The NPP government has always been like that. No foresight. They should use is a Malthusian theory of population. Steve Dawn from Jirapa. Good morning to the Energy Minister, Honorable Napo, and ECG CEO Mahama. In fact, if the two cannot handle the power crisis, then they must be sacked now. Napo can't do anything about the energy issue, yet he wants to be a running mate to another pathological liar, Baumia. This is very serious. Jokers are ruling this country. Ghanaians are still demanding for timetable from ECG. The estimated bills are too expensive. Happy birthday to Togbe Afede the 14th, Agbochi Philip Ketab. Good morning, Roslyn. Kindly tell the NPP man to stop the voodoo explanation there. These NPP apathic think that we are illiterate. They should stop putting dust into our eyes. They should stop the propaganda and fix the problem. MPP is full of propagandists. We are just waiting patiently for December 7th. Good morning, my sister Roslyn. The government saying that it's not doomsaw. What is the meaning of doomsaw? Is there not lights going on and off? So what are we seeing now? Are the lights on, always on? This doomsaw was under the NDC and John Dramani Mahama in 2015. The simple fact is there was every attempt or plans in place by the then government to end doomsaw, but there is no such plan currently taken to solve the problem by the current government, except cheap talk and lies. Roslyn, please tell, with all due respect, if the NPP man, Honorable IP, don't know the definition of doomsaw, let me help him so that he will keep quiet. Doomsaw is a term used to describe persistent and erratic power outage. All right, thank you very much. Let me see what's here again. All right, so that will be it for now with our messages, but let's go to Franco Trading Enterprise and get all our necessary gadgets. Please and please again, if you're looking for gadgets, go to Franco Trading Enterprise. You can download the app on your phone, Franco Trading app from Google Play Store, or visit our website, www.francotradingenterprise.com. You can also call us and we will definitely serve you. That is what we do at Franco. We have all the gadgets, television, tabletop fridges, mobile phones, air conditioners, CCTV cameras. We have all of that. Call us on 024-642-2338, 024-642-2338 or 055-593-9311. This one is coming from Tina Baby, and she says, please, Mahama, solve doomsaw before leaving power. Please, all we need is doomsaw timetable. It seems like people are calling on the doomsaw timetable, but Honorable IEP is actually telling us that don't worry at all. For now, just hold on. Cope, right, Honorable, cope, because hopefully by the end of May, hopefully, it could be by the end of this month, but last, end of May, we will have this crisis solved. So there'll be nothing like doomsaw. This is from Honorable IEP, not from me. Right.
You see, IEP should understand one thing about the energy sector. He said we should have gone to General Electric. The energy, the generators are not built like a generator that you go and pick and ship it down and fix it.
Don't forget I'm an automobile engineer.
That is not how
turbines engine.
That is not how it is done. They are there in their past. You go and then acquire them, then you come and fix them, and it goes with cost and then the infrastructure to do all those things. That cost the 510 million. In any case, if indeed we went for the wrong thing, assuming that the 510 million that was supposed to be built, operate, and transfer, he knows it, and it has been transferred to us, and today it has been sent to Kumasi to augment the power supply, reduce the cost of transmissions and whatnot, to make the power there stable. Is that not, you should not be giving commendation for a visionary leader? That the power barges that we bought, as we talk for 7 years, they've not invested 1 cent in the energy since they came. Not once.
They have.
Oh, I'm talking to some. These are documentations on the floor of Parliament.
Invested.
Tell
it might
me
not
where.
be much, but they've invested
He's
a bit.
sitting here, so you should tell me that they bought they added ABCD. You see, he says I've been quoting that our generational capacity is 5,000.
He will say it when it's
yes.
10, though.
So where did they buy power?
But they did buy.
Where
some.
is it?
It might not be much.
Let me tell you something. For 7 years, even the extension of electricity to Ghana, they extended 5.6. We extended over 20 when we took it over. They extended only 5.6 electricity coverage to Ghana here. That's why when the president went to America, he was saying that by the year 2021, it will be universal. In the universal, if you had added 20, we added up to 80 something. If you added just 20, it would have been universal. They added only 5.6.
Oh, no, but is it not 10?
I'm coming.
Is it not 10 they added?
I'm coming. These are facts. I can't concoct them. They are from Parliament. 2, you were to transport the Ameri deal at the generator from.
Oh, no, but maybe you should check the update of it because I think it's 10 they added, not.
No. It's 5.6.
Okay.
It's very accurate, and I have the data. Again, the transportation of the Ameri plant from Takoradi to it cost. Do you know how much it cost the Ghanaian people? $35 million.
Honorable, $35 million to transport.
Transport.
Where did you get this from? Because I don't have it.
Oh, I've sent. Look, first of all, even ASEP said that initially it was $71 million, and they had to argue with them, and it came to 35 million. So the question, I raised it here the last time. The question here is, so they can transport it. Even VRS said they could do it on their own, and they refused. And you know, even the issue that is coming up, they are now arguing about procurement issues. It has come over and over. The weekend, if you listen to your own Samson Lade and then the other station, the procurement even is shrouded in secrecy and so on and so forth. Mm-hmm. So if you want to do this as a cost-effective, $35 million for the transportation and then when the argument was that it wasn't only transport, they have to go and build the infrastructure and place all these things on it and so on. It was initially 71. You went to Dubai. He's saying that the company doesn't exist. Is that not what he said? So when he went to the Dubai with the 21 delegation, they went and met people in the bush or in the desert. If the company indeed does not exist, as he told us this morning, the American people. So when they were led by the delegation from Ghana here with the Minister for Energy, that they went, did they go to the bush to meet camels, human beings, or coconut trees?
Anyway.
And when they went, what did they come to tell us? They came and told us that they were adding $800 million, for which the president himself said that he was misled. It cost the job of Ajako.
All right.
You remember this?
I remember this. But
so
let me bring Honorable IEP in so that I can quickly switch to the next topic.
Is that how you run the energy?
Honorable IEP.
He seems not to situate the debate very well.
Why?
I am saying that because of your bad transactions between the sellers of power and you going to purchase from them.
And you went and you didn't count
settle
it.
This country with debt. That is why Astra was used as a collateral to take care of this. So for you to come and say that, yes, even if $150 million was paid to America, it benefited the country. Nobody said that America hasn't benefited the country. If not because of America, the problem that we are solving now, we will not be able to solve it. But we should also not forget the fact that, yes, that is why we have debts to pay.
But in opposition, you said America was not going to benefit.
Nobody said that. What we said was that you were purchasing just too much.
Okay.
Because our peak demand was about 3,200 then.
But right now we have shortage. So
we don't have shortage of installed capacity.
But that's what you said. What did you say? In the beginning, you said the shortage, and that is why it's not doing so.
I said.
Okay. What did you say?
I said our peak was 3,600, and our installed capacity is 5,650. This is what I said.
Okay.
And indeed, mathematically, 5,600 is higher and bigger than 3,600.
So why do we have the?
I'm saying that yes, we have something that we call available capacity.
Okay.
It means if some of the generators are in maintenance, repair, some are being moved to Kumasi, so you can't get the machine operating while it's being in transit and all that. That is giving us that shortage. It doesn't mean that we don't have installed capacity.
Okay.
And also, he's made mention. I thought when he talks, he listened to himself. You see, when we said that we have our peak demand, we have 3,600 megawatts. And then our installed capacity is 5,650 megawatts. Then we come to power and we start purchasing, adding to our installed capacity. Doesn't make sense.
So
no, doesn't make sense.
The movement, honorable.
And then the growth is 200 megawatts per year. So 200 megawatts per year growth that we have. We've gotten to a point that if we don't do something about our install capacity, a time will come that we will not have enough install capacity. That is why Twin City project is giving us 200 megawatts. And then Plea Power is giving us 50 megawatts. So he cannot sit here and say that we haven't added a dime.
Okay. What did you add?
All right, let me quickly.
There's been
added some children, some girls who were rescued from. Gentlemen, please, gentlemen, let me quickly read this. So there have been some girls who were rescued from child trafficking, and these girls are pleading for support, actually, so that they can go back to the classrooms. Take a look at this documentary.
Stark reality unfolded in a recent series of interviews conducted across some shelter homes. Many of these courageous survivors, mostly girls, while grateful for the safety and care they now receive, express a deep longing to return to school or learn a trade. For them, education represents not just a path to knowledge, but a beacon of hope for a life beyond their traumatic past. Sarah, not really her real name, a 19-year-old survivor, shared a very sad story of resilience and hope, of how she had to sleep with 15 men daily just to raise money for herself and her madam for some years, until she was rescued by an immigration officer and sent to a shelter home.
The place that I suffer too much is in Benin. The woman that I went and stayed with, the woman is doing a shower, and it's not a woman like that though. He's 20 or 21 years. I have one pikin. So and his husband said that let her be carrying girls, so that the girls will be doing the shower, so that let her wife should stop that. So the woman, you can't tell me, before she will help me and buy some things for me and clothes and be giving me food, that I should join her and be doing the work, so that she can be giving me food and giving me anything that I want. So I tell his husband, the husband told me that I should be doing the thing. So every day I will be doing like 13 boys one day, 1,000. And if I give the woman the money, he will say that I did not work. That's the second day that I should try and do bigger than like this, or he will chase me away. So I'm trying my best to do what will make the woman happy. So I can't tell the woman that I don't get tired. The woman can't tell me, okay, that I should work like 1 month, 2 months, so that I will stop. So I can't, one day, I can't work only 5. I can't work 5 people. The woman can't send boys. They can't collect the money from me. I can't tell the woman the money that I work, they collect them from me, then that I'm coming back. He told me that I'm not okay, that I should go and find the way to find the money. I can't stay one place. One boy come meet me. Tell me, say, what's happened? Tell him, say, now, my madam, tell me, say, okay, that I should follow him and go out, that he will give me 12,000. So it's from there I sleep with the boy. He give me 12,000. From there I can't get skin infection.
Like Sarah, countless other girls yearn for the opportunity to pursue their ambitions, yet the obstacles they face are formidable. Another young girl who is currently a nursing mother due to traffic issues also shared her.
And this is a report by our colleague Ivy Setaji. She is actually the Volta regional correspondent, and it's quite sad. And so if you can support, please go ahead and support. These young girls were trafficked.
Yes.
Were trafficked. What do you have to say about this?
Well, it happens, except that very few like this that you are showing have been able to be identified and been shown. A lot is going on. But recently, a young man sent some ladies from my village, including one of my niece, to Cote d'Ivoire. We have to trace using Interpol to get the ladies back. And when my niece came, I was interviewing her. It was terrible.
Wow.
Terrible. So we have to work with Interpol, and also national security should come in and unveil some of these things for us to deal with it. It's very bad, especially the young ladies. When they go there, some are used in prostitution, some you use their voice to dupe other people. According to my niece, they were kept in their room,
are they kidnapped?
giving mobile phones, and they were talking to people, send money, and
with regards to your niece was she kidnapped, or somebody lied?
They lied. The guy came to the village and said that they have some work at Kumasi. They needed young ladies to go and work at a restaurant, and the lady had just completed a senior high school.
Okay.
I was not informed. The father agreed that if you are going to work at a restaurant in Kumasi and get money so that you can further your education, why not? So it was there that the mother called me later and said that for 6 months they sent the lady to Kumasi. They haven't heard of the lady. So we have to get ourselves involved, get Interpol and national security to identify where they are in Cote d'Ivoire and arrange to bring them back. So it happens every day. And in fact, when the ladies were brought and they were screened, a whole lot, we cannot say it on there. So it's something that we should, especially immigration at our borders, they should help. They should help. When people are using 2-3 more ladies crossing the border, you should be able to question them and know. It's true that they have some unapproved routes that they used to get outside the country, but what they say, we should be able to do that. And then there should also this advice to parents. In the case of my niece, the father, I told him, you didn't do well at all. Why can you give your girl at 19, 20 years to a man? Even if you know the person, why should you give her to him? You don't know where they are going to Kumasi. You don't know the job that they are going to do. So the parent must also be careful.
Poverty.
Yes, that's what I wanted to say. Don't follow poverty and do things that will endanger your own children. You see, try as much. If you don't have the little that you have, share with them. When we were children, our parents go to sleep in an empty stomach so that we can survive.
Yeah.
So my mother would give the food to us, and she will go to bed with the stomach empty. You see, I quite remember when I was young, I have to get some farm labor work, and when you go, they give you the 12 years, 12 by 12 years to weed before you pay at the end of the day. I couldn't finish mine, so they did not give me the money. I was young and very tiny. I couldn't finish the 12 by 4, 12 by 12. When I came home crying, my mother, it was evening around 4. My mother followed me to the farm, complete my portion so that I can go and take the money from the man.
Wow.
My mother went to the farm with me to complete the portion that I couldn't finish so that I can go and take the money. So parents should try and work a little bit hard. You see, because of that, some of them don't have control over their children. If your child is at 12 years, you don't give her pocket money, you don't buy her clothes, you don't buy her pints, definitely she will find a way of getting it.
Yeah.
And it land them to some of these situations.
Honorable Timothy.
Yeah, I think this issue has been there with us for some time. Like I've worked with Shrag as an investigator before in the Upper East region for 10 good years as an investigator. And some of these issues I've handled. But what I simply want to add to what Aipe has said is that, look, parents should be much more careful. It's a dangerous world out there. All sort of manner of greener pastures elsewhere and so on. But if it does come to you, like I was surprised that you have a very an eye-opening fellow like him in the family, and then the uncle could not call him that this is what the issue is and so on. The district assemblies should be up, and there should be much education. And then the assemblymen, when things come like that, they shouldn't do it on the... If I come to his family or to his place and say, look, I want Rosalind and other people to come and work, your father can say, but they'll go back and call the assemblyman and say, assemblyman, this is the issue. Report to the police, report to DC. We can resolve the issue from the grassroots level, not the high level. The Ministry of Gender will provide the framework and the big institutions. But at the lower level, we must understand that we have a responsibility as an institution like the District Assembly, especially when you have unit committee members around, you have assembly people, you have even, let me put it this way, even political parties. You can report your any political that look, my children are, so that they can even get the particulars for the fellow. They'll interview the fellow, they'll get. This is easy to Google and get the backgrounds of people. It's a sad thing, and then we would want to add our voice that those who want to contribute for the upkeep and then what the education of the children they should. But it should be a warning to everybody. Some of these things, we say them over and over, yet parents will keep doing it because of poverty. But how long can you keep putting your problems on poverty? Like he said, me, if I tell you what I did before I got here, you won't believe. Some people, when I tell you, they look at me like this. I say, yeah, that's what I've gone through. What farming haven't I done? I sold sugar cane. Those days, they used not be ice water. You know, this Conco, you have to use it to sell water.
Yeah.
It takes more. We done, my auntie used to do banku. He was a nurse, he has retired now. When he goes, I will sell the banku. We've done all those things, but you see, this takes you through the ups and downs of life. It is not really something, but after the bad they have done it. I used to travel to Ejura.
Unfortunately, time won't permit us anymore.
And do the bad day like you're saying.
Thank you to you, gentlemen, for being here. We are very grateful that you made time this morning. And
our debt to GDP is 66.4%. And tell him that no, it's 66.4%. Google it. Google it. It's 66.4%. And also tell him that I was a chairman for transport committee when Buankra thing was.
I know.
Buankra was on concession.
I was following you to get me.
Buankra was concession. What means by concession is that government gives you the concession. Government does not put in any money. It is the contractor, the operator, who go and bring his own money.
Yes.
It's concession, so he shouldn't tell Ghanaians that government has lost.
That is supposed to
government
be.
did not add a
Right,
penny.
so
No,
my
it was a
guests have been
concession.
Honorable Samuel Ayepe and Honorable Timothy Awantere Matabuade. This is All Time of Emitters for News Flash segment, and it's proudly brought to you by Franco Trading Enterprise. Make sure you go there for all your gadgets. Is it a mobile phone you want, a television set, CCTV cameras, air conditioners? Just go to them because they have all of that and many more, and they are running a promo, so you can get up to 30% discount. Go to any of the shops, and of course, we'll serve you. You can contact us on 02464222338, 02464222338, or 0555939311. You can actually download the app on your phone, Franco Trading app, or go to our website, www.Franco Trading Enterprise. Franco Trading Enterprise, still phone Papa Fafi. This All Time will permit us, like I said earlier. My name is Roslyn Felly. Up next is What's Trending with the Siedua. To stay.